What's going on, everybody? This is 40B Nasty. I'm here to show you an update on a tank that I've been cycling for a betta, but now I have changed it to what's going to be for my Pea Puffer. So if you want to follow along for the betta, if you want to follow on for the Pea Puffer, there's going to be videos for both of them because I'm going to have to cycle out another tank for the betta because I felt like this tank is better for the Pea Puffer. She thinks that going up and down is a lot better for him, where the betta likes going side to side. So this 5-gallon tank is going to be perfect for her. And then for him, the Dragon Scale, the 5-gallon is a lot wider, which will be perfect for him to swim back and forth. And plus the substrate, personally, I think is better for a Pea Puffer to get around in this tank. That's just an opinion. I also have a good substrate that's very porous. This is going to hold my beneficial bacteria. I'm going to get into beneficial bacteria in a second. So what I did was, to start this tank off, I set it up, put a block of Marine Pure in the back. That's going to hold my beneficial bacteria. Now this is what you need to develop, folks. This is all part of nitrogen cycle and cycling your tank. So I took a table shrimp, I stuck it in there and I let it rot. And now as it's rotting, this is building up ammonia, like parts per million. Now 0 is safe. That's the only thing of ammonia that's safe for a fish. So when it starts to spike up with ammonia, then you're going to look for something that's going to convert ammonia to nitrites. Now there is a beneficial bacteria, it's called Microsamona. Microsamona is what converts. So great, I have nitrites now. Now I'm looking for something that's going to convert nitrites to nitrates. And these are two bacteria that you want. These are beneficial bacteria as well. And that is Microspira and Microbacter. Those two are going to get you from here to here. So without that beneficial bacteria for them, without those two beneficial bacteria for this, you're going to get nothing. So, you know, when you get those starter bottles and you go to add those into your tank, well, the thing is if you stick those bottles in there and there's no ammonia in there to convert to nitrites, you're going to starve that bacteria off and you just basically blew money. Same thing when it goes from nitrites to nitrates. If there's no nitrites to convert to nitrates, all those two beneficial bacteria, the Microbacter and the Microspira, those are going to die off because they're going to starve. They got nothing to convert. So think about this stuff before you go buying it. This is what I came up with. It's just a hunch that I came into because I tried doing that starter bacteria and it didn't work. So back to doing it old school way, the right way. Let that stuff rot, build up some ammonia, get that beneficial bacteria in there to convert nitrites, get the other two beneficial in there, get it to nitrates. Now the ammonia starts off, this is going to be like your fish poo, pee, what they breathe out through their gills every second, and the food. Now this is what you need to convert and break down. This is what your tank does in the biological part of your filtration. And so if you want to look at my tests, if you can see right now, I'm at 0. So this is great. That means my ammonia is getting broken down really well right now. Now I'm gonna wait for this to come down because in my last video it was around here. Well, now it's up here. As I said, it was gonna probably spike to 5, and my nitrates were at 1 on my last video. Now this has been a month and a half, people. I never expected it to take this long, but so what you're gonna do to get these worlds up and running right. So I have my nitrates at 25 parts per million. It could be higher. I've never seen it this high. Mine tanks are always down by 1, maybe 2.5 the most. So after these two have gone down to 0, I'm gonna get this one down. The only way to do that is by pulling nitrates out of the water by doing water changes. So I'm going to bring that down, get it down to 1, maybe even 0 parts per million if I can. That's best for them. And it's the least toxic form of the nitrogen cycle. So this is what you want to do for your tanks. Pick up a good ELOS test kit. Be aware of the etch lines on these API kits. They can be wrong. Get yourself a 5 milliliter syringe and make sure you always have 5 milliliters going into the vials. And this will give you better results and get you on the road to having a great, healthy tank for your fish. So this is 40B Nasty out. Take care.